Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is the home of politics. On 19th, the former president Uhuru Kenyatta boarded a Uganda airline as he was traveling to DRC, Congo, so that he can attend the inauguration of President-elect Felix Tshisekedi. And this has actually raised issues because Kenyans have taken into their social media and they are questioning why could the former president use Uganda Airline instead of using the Kenya Air Force One or the Kenya Airline. And this has actually brought a lot of confusions to the people of Kenya because the former president is actually entitled to use the Kenya Air Force One chopper since he was the commander of the armed forces. But this never happened since Uhuru Kenyatta had to use the Ugandan airline. Why do you think, or what did actually make the former president to use Uganda Airline instead of using the Kenyan Airline? That is actually what we are going to have as our candid discussion. But before we dive in and try to see why did the former president had to use the Ugandan airline instead of using the Kenyan airline, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video thumbs up. Share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button. Because once you smash the bell button, you give YouTube a leeway to notify you whenever we come up with any political content. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you abundantly because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now, let us go back to the topic. Why do you think President, who is the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, had to use Uganda Airline instead of using the Kenyan Airline? Because this has actually raised a lot of questions. And if you go to the social media, you will find Kenyans are actually questioning why did Uhuru Kenyatta, who is the former president of this republic, had to use the Ugandan airline instead of using the Kenyan airline? And I think this might be the reasons that made the former president to go to Uganda so that he can use that airline instead of using the Kenyan airline. One of the reasons it might be just simply his own liking to use the Ugandan airline. So that's the first thing. He might have chosen that, let me use the Ugandan airline, because maybe the vice president of Uganda, who was actually also traveling to DLC, is a friend to Uhuru Kenyatta. So they said, let us board in the same airline so that we can travel together. So that might be one of the reasons. The second reason is that there is this conflict which is between the former president and the current president. And this might have actually brought about the rift between the two. And this can make the former president now to say, instead of using the Kenyan airline or using the Kenya Air Force One chopper, it may bring other conflict between me and the current president. And because of that, that can inform why the former president Uhuru Kenyatta had to use the Ugandan airline. And another thing, remember, the former president is a very close associate with Raila Amolo Odinga. And because of his security reasons, that can inform him to use the Ugandan airline in favor to the Kenyan airline. So those are majorly three things which might have informed the former president to use the Ugandan airline. So one is because that might be his own wish that now let me use the Ugandan airline. The second thing is about the security issues or concern that also can inform, or that might have informed the former president to use the Ugandan airline. And lastly, because of the conflict between the former and the current president, also that can inform the former president to use the Ugandan airline. But at the end, where does that leave us as a nation? Because that might send a wrong signal to the outside world that in Kenya, nothing is good there. In Kenya, the former president and the current president do not see each other eye to eye. And that can sell the name of this republic negatively. I really don't know what you are saying. Is this a good show to the Republic of Kenya that a former president can actually go and use a different state airplane instead of using his country airplane, because he is entitled to the use of the Kenya Air Force One chopper or the Kenya Airlines. Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to come into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video thumbs up. Share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you and may God bless you abundantly. And with that, I say thank you until we meet in our next political conversation.